Hi, I'm Mark from ablepaws.co.uk, and in this video I'm going to show you how to train your dog or your pet to use pet steps. So in this video we're going to learn that teaching your dog to use pet steps is about reassurance, it's about making them feel comfortable, it's about not rushing the pet and making it the whole thing a positive experience. Okay, so I've just bought these pet steps. Lily has never used pet steps before, so let's now go and see how well and how quickly we can get her to use them. Okay, so how do you go about getting your dog to use pet steps? So, as I said earlier, my Maltese, she's 10 years old, she's blind, completely blind, and naturally I want to get her to use the pet steps because she's always wanting to be up on the sofa on someone's lap. And it would just be nice if she could get up and down by herself. So the key really to getting your dog or your pet to use pet steps is to make the whole experience very positive, a very positive affair really, and enthusiastic affair. And it could take, you may not be able to do it immediately, it may take several days before your pet actually uses your pet steps. Some pets are naturally just going to run straight up any chance of a treat and they're gonna be up on the sofa, but with my Maltese, she's not used pet steps before, and as I said earlier, she's blind. So let's have a go, let's see how well she gets on. Okay, Lily, come here. Good girl. So just plenty of praise, just introduce her to the pet steps, so even just on the first one. So I'm just going to offer her up a treat here so she can see I've got treats, or she can smell, I should say, that I've got treats here. So there, I'm just getting her up on the pet steps with the treat. So I just reward her. Good girl, she's stepped up on the pet steps. Yes, you good girl. Okay, so I'm going to try and get all four paws up now. There we go. And just here, Lily, Lily. Here, here, here. Yes, good girl. So lots of praise for you because you're a good girl. And then we're just gradually going to work our way up the pet steps like so. So I'm just tempting her with a treat. Come on, up, yes, up, 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 up. Yeah, yes, good girl. Okay, so all positive and no rushing. So here, look, we've got another one here. Yeah, and there she goes. So that's the reason I've gone level. So I've brought the pet steps level with the sofa so she can come right up. Here, Lily, here. Here, come here. So I'm just making some sounds there. So she's using her other senses. She's using her sense of touch, her smell, and also her ears to hear where things are. So I'm going to now try to get her to come down. So she's going to use her paw to feel where the pet step is, I'm hoping. Here, come on, here. Good girl, here. Here, here. Lily, here. Yes, good girl. Yes, come on. So, okay, I think she's getting a little bit scared now of coming down. So the coming down was always going to be the hardest. Here, no, here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put myself in front so she can hear me. So come here, here, here. So you can see there, if these were steps, there would just be, it would cause a great deal of anticipation when she's on a step, whether or not she can actually step off or not. So having the ramps or these curved steps is really useful for a dog that's partially sighted or completely blind like Lily here. So let's try and get her all the way down. Here, come here, good girl, here. Come on, yes, yes, yes. Lily, here. Come here, darling. Come on, yes, yes, yes. So this last step is a little bit steeper than the other one, and she can feel here that there is a drop, and naturally she doesn't know how high up she is. So come on, yes, yes, lots of encouragement. Come on, come on, yes, yes. See, it's just that last step that's causing her a little bit of anxiety there, but she'll get used to it. So as I said, don't rush the dog, or whatever pet you're trying, if it's a cat, pet. Come on. Let's see if we can get her off that last step. There you go. Come on then. Come on, here. I'm just trying to reassure her that there is a surface here she can step down onto. Come on. Come on. Yes. No, this way. This way. Yes. Good girl. Down, 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 down. Yes. Good girl. Here we go. Yes. Yes, good girl. And there you go. And that's really what you're going to be doing with your pet, is just encouraging her to use the pet steps. So that's the first time she's ever used steps, and she's done really well. So I'm going to leave it at that. I'm not going to overdo it again. And what we'll do is we'll give it an hour or two, and then we'll just reintroduce, just keep doing the same thing. And then over time, she'll just get used to the sense of touch, the sense of feel, how the pet steps feel, and she'll be absolutely fine. Okay, so we've had a look at these foam pet steps. So what I wanted to do is just get a veterinary perspective on pet steps. So we've got Jason here, who is a 4th year vet student. And I just wanted to ask him a little bit about pet steps and their usability, and whether or not they would be recommended from a veterinary point of view. So Jason, what do you think about the use of pet steps, people using pet steps, pet ramps, and these kind of hybrid steps, which are not exactly steps, but a cross between a ramp and a step?
Sure. So yeah, I think they're very good. They provide a good alternative. If you do want your dog to get onto a sofa or to a bed and they can't jump, or you want to prevent them from jumping, this could be for like if they have osteoarthritis or elbow or hip dysplasia, and we really don't want them jumping because that can put too much strain on the joints and potentially lead to like a dislocation or something, which we really want to avoid.
Okay, so what about if your dog is fit, able, is young and has no problems or pre-existing conditions with joint problems or anything like that? Is it okay for them to be jumping up and down on a sofa?
So again, case by case basis is important to consider, but if they are healthy, then yeah, it should be fine so long as it's not too high for them to be jumping. But we do, especially if they're jumping onto a tiled floor or a wooden floor that's slippery, we don't want them to be slipping, which could again lead to certain like elbow issues or hip issues. So it would be a good idea just to put like a non-slip mat or something on the floor below where they are routinely jumping, just to give them that support under their paws. Okay,
so in that case there would be no need for pet steps, just basically a non-slip mat, so when they jump down they're not slipping and injuring themselves. But if your dog does have, and you want to make that transition between the sofa or the bed to the floor that much easier, then would you recommend pet steps?
Yeah, I would. I would definitely, especially mainly for if they are older dogs with elbow or hip problems, or if your dog is completely healthy but it's just too small to jump up onto the sofa or the bed,
that's true.
And you want them to come up, maybe when you're not home, etc.
Okay, perfect. Thanks very much.
No worries.
Okay, so I hope you found this video useful on how to train your pet to use pet steps. As you can see there, it's all about positive reinforcement, taking your time, having patience. It could take several days to get your pet to use the pet steps, but just take your time with them. And you can see there, even with Lily, who is blind, she eventually got it, and she will become more confident over the days and weeks of using the pet steps. So if you did find this video useful, please could I ask that you click that thumbs up button below this video? It would be much appreciated. And why not hit that subscribe button so that you get future updates with regard to any product reviews that I do in the future. Why not head over to the ablepaws.co.uk website, and you can see a full article about how you can train your pet to use pet steps, and also see other great products that help to keep your pet on the move and able. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.